Hi Sun readers, it's Olivia from Love Island here, and I'm coming straight from the villa to give you all the gossip. I'm definitely not a villain. I think, when people meet me, they will see the real me, and you only see such a short percentage of me in the villa. And yeah, I'm just looking forward for people getting to know my fun side, my personality, and my big heart. I'm a genuinely lovely person, I think. In the villa, it was very big on girl empowerment, and all of us girls had a very strong bond. Going into Casa, that's probably maybe where that could have been perceived, but it was never in that way of the girls were bashing the boys at all. All the girls and the boys did really get on, so definitely not a case of toxic femininity. I think, yeah, Shaq may have been upset, but there were many times I saw Tanya very upset. All the girls in there went through it. I had many times when I was in tears. As I say, you only see such a short amount, but the girls were very much just as upset as the boys. So I don't think there was any toxic behaviour going on there. Everyone goes through it in there, it's hard. It's real emotions and everyone feels it.
Is there a moment where you worry that you were perceived as being toxic towards the boys? I guess when you gave Kai a bit of a hard time.
Yeah, I can see how it could be perceived in that way. It's a shame, and looking back, I wish I could have had that conversation differently. But it was never anything, where I wanted to make him upset. That's the last thing I'd want. So yeah.
Can't say I'm shocked.
Everybody's got their dues in life to pay.
Missing me already? Clearly not enough.
What is this?
That's one of the only clips I've watched back. And yeah, watching it back, I felt really bad for Maxwell. I put him in an awkward position. And it does look hypocritical of me, the things I said. But as I said last night, emotions and tensions were really high. There were real feelings there for Kai, so I guess I didn't know how I was going to react in the moment, especially with Maya there and everything. I think also seeing him smile, I took it in the wrong way. I took it as if, almost smug, but, he reassured me afterwards that he was happy for me. So yeah, looking back now, I wouldn't have reacted how I did.
And what about Ron? Do you think he is a game player?
I can't remember exactly what he said, but I think it was along the lines of, couples that have a rocky start always end up having a smooth sailing at the end. I don't think that means he's playing a game. I hope not, because Lana's my best friend, so I'd be really upset if he was.
Would you like them to win?
Yeah, I'm rooting for them to win, yeah.
So what was the truth behind the beef with Zara? Because for a long time we thought that there must be something that's gone on in the real world between you two. Did you date the same guy? Did you fancy the same guy?
Yeah, no, absolutely not. We worked together once on a music video, and we kept in contact over social media, but I'd say it was more like work colleague, not so much friend. So yeah, when she came in, obviously it was nice to have a familiar face, and then I didn't expect to fall out with her out of everyone in there. And being in a triangle was so hard, it was so intense. But looking back now, I feel like we were kind of played against each other, and I wish that hadn't have happened. But we left on a high and we cleared things, so yeah, I'll have to see her once she's free. I think it was also hard for me because, I was coupled up with Tom first, and she kind of, stepped on my toes. But I think, it's kind of an agree to disagree situation with that, but it's fine.
Also a rumour that you were a producer plant.
Oh, I saw that apparently my dad's the CEO of Love Island. That made me laugh. Yeah, you have to laugh, don't you?
Yeah.
People are open to their opinions. They only see such a small amount of time of us in there. You don't see all the friendships and, all the funny parts. So there's a lot that people don't see. So, in there, that was my true self, my raw emotions. I really went through it, even being in 6 couples, having again and again, them not working out, it really did take me steps back, and it was hard to deal with. So yeah, absolutely no acting was going on in there, that was my true self.
Olivia and Maxwell, please reveal the girl and boy you have decided to dump from the island tonight.
Keenan and Claudia. I'm so sorry. Really.
I was shocked at the backlash. You know, that's such a difficult decision to make, and it was really hard for us, especially after being dumped, to then have to stay around and, you know, dump your friends, because we all were such good friends in there. To have to make that decision was really hard on us.
Yeah.
And it wasn't one we made lightly. Like, we went through every single couple and gave it all a fair chance, but it was really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt really bad. We're not boyfriend and girlfriend yet. We are exclusive. You know, we made that happen on the dumping night, so that was such like a high to leave on. But yeah, we're just taking each day as it comes. You know, we're going on our first date this week. I met his dad and his sister after Sun, and at the airport he's met some of my family members. So yeah, it's like each step at a time, but you know, I'm still a slow burner. You know, this would be my first relationship, so I don't want to jump in too fast. I want to make sure, you know, we've experienced things on the outside before we make it official, but things are going in the right direction, I'd say. I've always wanted to move to London, and I think for work-wise it makes sense. So him being in London, that was definitely a big tick for me, you know, because it wasn't far, so it makes things a lot easier. I saw him last night in After Sun, and then I'm staying with him tonight. And then tomorrow I think we're going to go for breakfast or something and just do like nice normal things, yeah. Before I went into Love Island, obviously I was on my acting journey. I trained in musical theatre. So I think, you know, one day I potentially like to go back into musical theatre, just continue with my acting. I think the thing for me is I was always going to come out and go straight back to what I did before. So yeah, that's just my aim for the future. For me, reality, you know, I did Love Island, but I think that's probably, in terms of reality, done for me. You never know what opportunities come up in the future, but for now, I just want to focus on my passion and what I've been doing since I was a child.